my first cruise since COVID. Here we are on Navigator of the Sea. Let's get into it.
It's a 3-day cruise aboard the Navigator of the Seas. Hey, we're going to Mexico. How's the food? How's my room? What about the entertainment?
New COVID outbreaks on cruise ships.
COVID outbreak on a cruise ship.
Returning to port.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. This is my vacation. I don't want to deal with COVID. Well, nobody does. Cruise ships are mandating vaccines, tests, and masks. Is this cruise going to be any fun at all?
Our ship remains seaworthy and safe to enjoy in the meantime.
Mechanical issues? No! What the is going on this first day of my triumphant return to sea?
Hey travel cruisers, it's Rick, and we are on Navigator of the Sea. I can't believe it. It's been like 3.5 years since I've been on a cruise, so this is exciting.
Well, before we start the cruise fun, let's see what it took to get us on the ship in the first place.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, Jake is going away now. That's step one, is to put the dog away. All right, we're in Long Beach. We're ready to get on the ship. Yeah, have you heard about all those ships off of California that are waiting to be unloaded? That's here. That's right here. That's the supply chain problemo. Right there. All right, here it is. This is the scary, scary bridge. Ah! Your ship. There's our ship. That's Navigator of the Seas. Can you see it? There it is. Okay, here's our ship, the Navigator of the Seas, Royal Caribbean. And we just parked. This parking lot is very secure. Now, it costs about $20 a day. And this is day one of our cruise. Well, to get through all that paperwork and all that line and everything, I've got some pineapple vodka. We're gonna do a shot. Let's go on the cruise. All right, we're going down the gangway. We got through all the vaccination and the passport. I'm still wearing my vaccination card, you know.
Cruising during COVID means you need to be fully vaccinated, get a negative COVID test within 2 days of sailing, and wear a mask. Because not all children can be vaccinated, the fully vaccinated, like me, get a wristband to wear on the ship and gives us access to mask-free venues. Now, the COVID testing 2 days before sailing is a stress ball. But my local CVS issued a test easily, and both Scott and I were cleared.
And we're getting on the Navigator of the Seas. It's my first cruise since COVID. I started this channel, Travel Cruisers, and I haven't been on a cruise since 2018. So 2021, December, Navigator of the Seas, here we go.
Finally, we step on board Navigator of the Seas, and she's beautiful. I love this ship. But COVID-19 scares and cruising just 2 weeks before Christmas made it so our sailing was more than half empty. Wonderful! Hey, can we get an upgrade?
All right, here we are at our room. That's our cabin number. Here we are. We got this outside our room, which makes me feel like anybody could come in. But anyway, let's take a tour of the room.
So we got a standard balcony cabin for $137. The inside cabins were going for $91. Fantastic cruise deals can be had the first 2 weeks of December.
Couch and a nice bed. And let's look at the balcony real quick. Ooh, that's a struggle. Oh, there it goes. Balcony. Not too bad.
If you're interested in the full balcony tour, I'll link it here. Now let's check out the bathroom.
All right, so here we are in our luxurious cabin. I asked for an upgrade, and guess what he said? No. He said $400 for a junior suite, and I'm not paying $400 for a junior suite. This is fine. They've caught on. They're not just giving it away. I asked the girl downstairs, and she said, ask for an upgrade because this ship holds about 4,000 people, but there's only 1,000 people that's going to check into the ship. So it's a very light load, very light ship. That's why it was so cheap in the first place. But I'm very excited. This is a great room, and I'm so excited to be on my first cruise since...
Warning, I'm going to mess up your life.
Now, when you leave with Royal Caribbean, you get kind of more of the dock side, the ports, and all the shipping container, all that kind of stuff. But when you leave with Carnival, you see the Queen Mary, and you see Long Beach, and there's none of this, cargo ship nonsense. But here we are. I can't wait.
Let's explore the ship. Up on deck, it's a little cold, about 60 degrees. But guess what? This guy is braving the flow rider. OMG, that looks like fun. Okay, let's eat. The Windjammer Buffet now has some COVID protocols. First of all, you have to check in. They scan your sail card. I'm guessing this is for contact tracing. Next, wash your filthy hands. Royal Caribbean has installed all these hand washing stations so we can be safe. Thank you. Now, this being a December cruise, the whole ship was decorated for Christmas. They have this great gingerbread house display right before you enter the buffet. Really cool. And the buffet itself has all these little Christmas surprises. Now, the buffet is a little different. Some things you can grab yourself, like these pre-made dishes, but most items are served to you by a chef, or the buffet staff will stand in front of the items and serve them to you. There's a lot of variety of food at the Windjammer, including classics like hamburgers and hot dogs. Hey, do you like sugar? Me too. Finding a table is a challenge. See all these inviting tables by the windows? Well, no table for you! Every other table is reserved for social distancing. It's a bummer, but you can always find a table on a more than half empty ship. Now, on the first day, the buffet was loaded with shrimp of all varieties. Not so much the next 2 days. But for now, we feast. I love the Windjammer, and it's always my favorite for lunch. After that delicious meal, I feel like a drink. Let's head up to the top of the ship.
Okay, so we're in the Crown Viking Lounge. Every Royal Caribbean ship has one. It's the one that's like on the top and you can overlook the ship. I love it. We're having the coconut thing. I don't know. Kirk Cosmo, Malibu rum, blue Curacao, and pineapple juice. Should be good. Now, the mask has been a challenge because you like mask and your glasses fog up and you take your glasses off, and then I just lost my glasses and you're just like, It's not really fun. Just so you know. It's confusing because every table says reserved, and then the other table says unavailable, and then the next table says reserved, and the next table says unavailable, and the next table says reserved. So we just sat here. I don't know. It's really strange. These other ladies came through and couldn't find any place to sit because every other thing is reserved or not available. Anyway, let's get this in me. I'm liking that. That's good. That's good stuff. Thank you, Royal Caribbean. This is delicious. We're running to our muster station because we're having a drink. And they're like, you have to go to your muster station. There's 62 guests that haven't checked in. You just had to go down here, and he scanned our sail pass, and that was it. On our app, there was a countdown, and it was like 2 hours and 30 minutes, and then it was 1 hour and 30 minutes. I thought that's when we had to go. But apparently that's how much time you have to get it done. So the captain reminded us that we have to go get our muster station drill done, or else we can't leave, or they have to kick us off the ship. So anyway, we ran down and got it. We gulped our drinks and ran down and got it. But anyway, guys, the supply chain, it might be like correcting itself, hopefully, because some containers got taken off the ship and it's empty now. Maybe it's going to sail back to China and get some more stuff.
Until repairs are complete.
What?
Please rest assured, our ship remains seaworthy and safe to enjoy in the meantime. This is Captain James.
We're not going to be sailing when we're supposed to be sailing because there's a mechanical issue. So now we're going to go upstairs and do a tree lighting ceremony. That'll be fun. And of course, there's mechanical issues, so we're not going to sail at the scheduled time. I think we're supposed to sail at 5 o'clock. We're not going to sail now because there's a mechanical issue, and who knows if we'll sail at all.
The Christmas tree is on Promenade Deck 5, but the tree lighting ceremony will happen on the top deck so we can all gather safely in the fresh air. The Royal Caribbean singers and dancers led the Christmas carols and passed out hot chocolate. We still haven't left port, by the way. Captain James then lights the tree remotely from the bridge. Magical! It got a bit cold, so we headed down to the promenade deck to actually see the tree. Stunning! We then went to the photo gallery to check out our boarding photos. I look fat. Hey, that reminds me, let's eat! We have anytime dining and entered the beautiful 3-story dining room on the 3rd floor. Our server was a Dan. Wonderful. Every dish he brought us was accompanied by an "oh yes." Very funny. I'm not a food snob at all, but I was shocked that I wasn't loving the starters. We had some Maryland crab cakes that weren't so good, then some French onion soup that had way too much cheese in it. Very odd.
Arrive on time for our next stop in Ensenada, Mexico.
We then were interrupted by an announcement from the bridge.
This is Captain James.
They're still working on the mechanical issues, but we should set sail within the hour. Meanwhile, our main courses arrived. My roast beef was fantastic and Scott enjoyed his salmon. A nice redemption from the starters. We then both tried the blueberry cobbler type dessert with vanilla ice cream. It was fine, but reminded me of a mushed up cereal bar. We then rushed to the ice skating show. Because unvaccinated children would be there, we needed to mask up throughout the entire show. And what a show! Starting with this really cool drone dance. Royal Caribbean puts on a fantastic ice show. It's fun, sexy, and funky all at the same time. During the show, the ship started moving. We were finally off, but that added an extra level of fear for me for the skaters' performances. Don't fall! All the skaters were amazing. I loved it. However, after a long day of boarding and all the excitement of the ship, I was pooped out. Scott and I returned to our cabin early and hit the hay. Well, that's it for my first day of a 3-day voyage. Please like and subscribe so you'll be ready, travel cruisers, for day 2 on board the Navigator of the Seas. Yeah, Ensenada was a stormy mess. Did we even get off the ship? Subscribe to find out. This is Rick. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one, travel cruisers.